Been asked about some of these problems. I'm going to go over just some basic stuff and a little bits and parts of these that I went over in the video. I'm just going to do it again just to make sure. Number 2, where it says the rectangle has a length of 20x to the 6th power, we have to understand when it says 20x to the 6th power, the only thing in this problem that is to the 6th power is the x, not the 20, okay? There's a big difference between 20x to the 6th and 20x to the 6th, okay? These two problems that we've got there, 20x to the 6th power, the x is to the 6th power and just the x, because this is 20 times whatever the crap x to the 6th power is. This, on the other hand, would be 20 times x, and then that whole thing to the 6th power. So when you've got a problem that says the rectangle has 20x to the 6th, it is just the x to the 6th that is to the 6th power. Just the x is to the 6th power. Now, how do you do that problem? I'm going to tell you the trick that I taught the kids in my algebra class and math 8 classes this last year. Draw a picture. It's a rectangle. Oops, sorry. It's a rectangle. So draw a rectangle that has a length of 20.6 and a width of 6.4 or 6x to the 4th. Okay. Then it tells you to find the area. How do you find the area of a rectangle? Length times width. Length, 20x to the 6th, times 6x to the 4th. You're going to multiply these two problems. It's only a multiplication problem. Remember, when you're working with simplifying this type of an expression, coefficients, 20 times 6 is 120. And when you're multiplying exponential values, you add the exponents. X to the 6th times x to the 4th turns into just 6 plus 4 is x to the 10th. That's the area, and it's square units, because they don't tell you the measurement. Yeah, they don't tell you what the measurement is, if it's feet or inches or whatever. It would be 120x to the 10th square units. And read that correctly. It's not units squared, it's square units. So whatever the unit of measurement is, it's a square. Okay? Remember that if it's just 20x to the 6th, it's the x that's to the 6th power. Okay? If you put the parentheses around it, then it's making that whole thing to the 6th power. Now, number 6, interesting, folks. You've got to remember, number 6 is after these types of problems. This is scientific notation. 7.2 times 10 to the whatever power. When they talk about this part of number 6 in this problem as 2.6 times 10 to the negative 3rd, don't freak out with a negative exponent. Negative exponents in scientific notation are just telling you which way to move the decimal point. With a negative exponent, if it's a negative exponent, move left. You're going to move the decimal point to the left. How many times? 3. 1, 2, 3. 0, 0. So your answer to this is 0.0026. That's all the exponential values do in scientific notation. This is just telling you, don't worry about converting it or doing anything with it when you've got these problems. Just know that that's telling you, move it 3 to the left. If I have 2.6 times 10 to the 5th power, it's a positive 5, so the exponent will move right 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's all it's telling you. These are place value problems. That's all they are. Now, with that problem, all you have to do is do the work that they tell you to do. If it's adding, subtracting, multiplying, or dividing, scientific notation, I can do a couple of those problems a little later, but give it a try. Give it a whirl. In a little bit, I'm going to be doing those application problems and posting those, but here's some help with those 2 problems.